buddy. Which I definitely got one of. Alright, here we go, boy. Got a bunch of rice for you. Eggs, peas, all that good stuff. It'd be good shit for you. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. There you go. Oh, you goofy buddy. Oh, I guess a goof. Okay. Quick. You don't want to even bother with your food bowl, really? Goof. What a goofball. Anyway. Fake beer for a little bit before going to work and all that usual shit. But first, deal with this shit. It takes a minute because I like fucking 4 loops to lift these goddamn boots out of. Lift the fucking shoelaces. Yeah. And one more. There we go. And okay. There we go. Alright. Oh, good lord. There we go. Oh, coffee. I'll open this up. There we go. Did that with some intent. That's nice. That's a good can. Here it goes. Hey, where's some coffee? Hey, Zooks! Buddy! What are you doing? Come back here. Come here. You silly thing. What's up? You outside? Close to you, alright? Ew. Bang my room up and cook it right now. Not to fancy some nuggies. Some nuggies. Get yourself some muggies. I have to pack the bookshelf in the closet and everything else. Can wait a day I have to pack. Nice. Good shit, dude. Hate using deep fryer. So you do? Why? It's just because of the hot ass oil and shit that could probably pop on you. Because I'm frankly so used to that shit that I don't really care if I, get a couple of droplets of oil on me. I'm used to it. It ain't that big of a deal to me now at this point. I cook and bacon for the same reasons. Well, I know this much. I mean, at least when it comes to bacon, you don't want to cook it super hot. You don't want the temperature too hot because that what creates a lot of those pops, where you get like a pressure of, and then you get a bunch of oil splatter on you. But, I mean, the best way to do that is don't put it on a high temperature. I mean, you still want it to where it's sizzling, but you don't want it like super hot. I like crispy though. Well, let it just like cook on medium temperature up until it's mostly cooked, and then turn it up so then you can crisp it up. So then you don't have to worry about getting a bunch of fried, grease all over you and shit. That's my technique on how I deal with that shit and get nice crispy bacon. A professional gets paid to do that. That's not something that's just a professional thing to do. That's just common knowledge. Oh, fucking nose. Oh. Oh, fucking nose, dude. So I was a rich man, I had a higher personal cook, not gonna lie. Well, then just, at that point, might as well be your own. I don't need no damn personal cook. I am my personal cook. I'll just have it like if I was rich, I'd just have an assistant, honestly. Like, assistant, looks like I'm missing a few ingredients. Can you go grab those for me? I need to tend to my meals. Make sure they're cooked properly. I'd be that guy. I'd be the rich dude, but also the head chef at the same time. Honestly, that's realistically probably what I'd do. If I was a rich guy, I probably would just be like the head chef if I happen to want to go cook. All they have to cook is white people food, which is more flavorful than whatever you eat. Like, white people food at least have some seasonings in it. At least a little bit. I mean, granted, it's mostly stolen, but at least there's something. I mean, Jesus. Because for me, it's just like, it's like, I need the spice. Need all the spice. Don't need no spices. Real human beings, period, need spices. I look down on spice eaters. Oh my god. Yeah, because they actually have, appreciations of flavors and enjoy flavors. And don't want to eat just like rock and clay, when, they're eating food. Again, why are we doing this? Like, it almost insults me that it's just, like, fucking, like, just so ridiculously just nitpicked to fucking oblivion. Here. You know what? Speaking of which, I think YouTube is on, is onto a theme here. Going on a rant against meat and corn. Vosh anti-poor. Oh no. Oh my goodness. I guarantee he's mostly probably talking about our meat industry. and how fucked it actually is. Because you know, like, most of our corn goes to animal husbandry. Had a Mexican burger yesterday. Don't know how I feel about that. It sounds awesome. What, is it just like a burger made at a Mexican place? Or is it like got Hispanic seasonings and spices on there? Because if it got all them spices and shit, then I'd be like, ooh. Sounds interesting. But if it's just like just made at a Mexican restaurant, then I mean, I've had those too. Well, where are spices? Good. Fucking enlightened you, dude. Enlighten you to fucking flavor, because because they looked at you. It's like, I want it bland as possible. It's like, and that's all can talk white boy. It's say, yeah, we're gonna make sure that it gets a little spicy. Speechy ass white boy Amano over here need no spice. I give him all spice. What? Wait, did you disapprove of that? Jeez, okay. Disprove my joke, fine. Look at you. What? Hey! No. Don't. Goofball. Screw a meal, so no tip. They didn't screw up anything. You went to a Mexican place, you asked for a burger, that's what you got. It's like, I mean, like, you do realize that the ground beef's probably already pre-seasoned, right? Hence why it was already spiced up, because it's pre-seasoned. Like, they didn't fuck anything up. So now you're just, like, giving them no tip just because, like, of your weird proclivities, dude. Oh my good lord. I mean, honestly, at this rate, you're asking for people like me, especially, to, like, fuck with your shit. Because, like, I mean, honestly. It's like, I want it bland. Alright, put a little paprika on that. Put a little, cayenne pepper on that shit. A little sprinkle, just enough for him to be like, The blandest burger they had. And that's probably what they fucking gave you. Again, they probably got that shit pre-seasoned. Like the ground beef where they mixed it all up, the seasonings and shit, I guarantee you that's what they had. Like, I know how these little, like, Mexican mom and pop shit, places operate and shit. Like, I mean, straight up. Like, I go to one that's, like, right next to my work, and, like, in the back, they always got shit prepped. Or at least in the process of being prepped up. That includes their meats for their food. Whether it's, like, ground beef or, carne asada or pork, whatever the fuck. Prepping tortillas, prepping all, like, the salad size, or, like, the size, like, pico de gallo, salsas, all that shit. Like, I can kind of see, like, in the back of their kitchen, and they do all that shit. And then once they're ready, they just, like, get one of their bins of, like, their shit that's pre-made, and just, like, bloop, plop that shit down and get it whipped up, and shit is fire. Richie, so all I have to do is ask her. Well, yeah, because she is a lawyer. I mean, she got all the connects. And by fucked up with food, I mean, like, like seasoning, additions, or maybe adding too much seasoning, or maybe not enough, or whatever the fuck. It's called the decaf. Like, I mean, Paul Zigos talked about when he worked at Starbucks before. It's like, if you get assholes or just people who are really annoying or whatever the fuck, you can decaf them. Because if, like, you got some Karen who wants a triple shot espresso, well, and she's being a cunt, then she ain't getting no triple shot. She get none of the shots. She's getting a decaf espresso and she can enjoy it. And the thing is, she ain't gonna know it. She's just gonna be just groggy and tired and just not think about it. I was being a douchebag. Okay, you do realize I am just kind of, like, messing with you a little bit. Like, I mean, but still. That is the thing that does happen, but the thing is, they don't like. It's like no one's gonna like fuck you for like bust a nut in or some shit. I mean, there are some fucking weirdos out there, but luckily that's really fucking rare. And at least in my workplace, I've never had to deal with anything like that, or with people spitting food and shit. I've never had to deal with that problem. And if I did, I would make that a problem. But like, I mean, because that shit's too far. Like, and that's just like ridiculous. But when it comes to just like, oh, got a decaf, espresso, or you wanted like, 10 chicken nuggies. Looks like one was missing. I might have fell on the floor or something. Oops. Juggalos, busted nuts, and macaroni. Probably their own macaroni. Okay. Just throwing out some ICP references. To the song that they do. I know. Goddamn, dog. Gotta get a pizza. Ooh, a pizza. That's what I had last night. This dog is so adamant about trying to fucking get a fly, and it's just so hilarious. It is adorable. Because he gets aggressively adamant about trying to grab a fly. He gets real adamant about it. He's trying. My goodness, dude. What's this? What is this you showing me? There's a lot to unpack here. This tweet definitely explains a lot about them. Huh? Matt Walsh. Where is the objective evidence that therapy actually helps people? What? So what? What? Does that even need to be answered? At least in the most direct sense. It's like, yes, there is objective evidence, and where, I don't know, find it, you dumb fuck. Like, I mean, it's out there, just like, openly available for you to look up if you wanted to look for it. It's like, this, is there evidence that therapy helps? Then you'll find the studies, they'll be right there for you. Like, oh my god. I mean, of course, he purposely does not, research any of that shit. Or, honestly, any, like, even, like, if he doesn't, like, honestly, he probably has researched it or looked it up, but purposely and refuses, to acknowledge that shit, so he can, spin and twist his fucking narrative into whatever he wants, which is bent towards this anti-trans, anti-grooming narrative. In your professional opinion, now, is there really any objective evidence that eating food helps people not starve to death? Yeah, I mean, is there... Or is there any evidence that, drinking water keeps you hydrated? Have seen evidence that it could kill you. And it can actually be very deadly. And sometimes, even in certain conditions, can crush you. Have you seen the sub in the news? Oh, the travesty. Does call drowning. Well, okay, maybe it didn't work as well. I mean, it's. I was at least. I mean, well, the thing is, you could technically like drown in food too. Like if you overstuff yourself and shit. I mean, technically anything could possibly kill you, like including water and like eating too much and all this other shit. I mean, like technically it could kill you. Hell, therapy technically could possibly kill you at some point because the therapist could be a killer or some shit. Who fucking knows? I mean, it's like. I mean, the odds are there, but it's like, it's just like, the thing is, though, like, the likelihood of death or it being bad or something like that is literally like, me. I mean, because, yeah, you'll get outliers where you get, like, this little meh of badness, and that doesn't somehow overshadow the necessity of it all. Because I don't, it's especially when it comes to like, you know, food or therapy or any of that. And the thing is, like therapy also isn't necessarily for everybody either. But you know, I mean, in a sense, at least, like, you know, when it comes to traditional sense of like going to a counselor or talk with them, yada yada. So I mean, like, you know, like. There's evidence that it helps people and shit, but there's also some people that don't necessarily get the help that they need from it. Which, hence why there needs to be other mental health outlets and resources available, so there's, like, more options for people to treat whatever issues they may have and stuff, or at least what they want to treat. I mean, it's like, goddamn. Because overall, that just shows that the evidence is there and that shit works. So that sometimes some people just need other things to help them along too. My watch says I'm stupid again. Yeah, but, you know, nothing new really. My watch just being an idiot. I would pick him over. I mean, more around President, sure, but I'm sorry, I'm just gonna bring myself about. Now let's go off this one. Here are his nothing but good reasons Kyle's regret not voting for Biden. Kyle Kalinske regrets not voting for Biden.
Stimulus checks. He said it was gonna.
Oh, this is like that video that I wanted to look at last night, but I was just kind of like, eh. It was kind of long-winded, so I was like, yeah. I mean, honestly, I mean, not now, but, you know, might as well actually look at the full video tonight. But we'll look at a clip here.
When he got into office, like, I was genuinely pleasantly surprised to see he did some student loan debt reduction.
Am I for my vote this time? No, he has it for me.
The $1,400 stimulus checks. He said it was going to be $2,000. That was a lie.
Place all service. And you really honestly think he's going to be able to get anywhere in power?
100, which was...
At least at this point.
In the Inflation Reduction Act, they overruled the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court said the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, is not allowed to do environmental protection. And so Biden and the Democrats slipped it into the IRA that we're redefining carbon
that dimension's been working
so
in our favor a bit, though.
Regulate it again.
Yeah.
Basically saving the entire fight against climate change by that one simple procedural trick, which was super base, one of the most base things I've ever seen any Democrat in the modern era do. He raised the minimum wage for federal employees and federal contractors through executive order, which is about 400,000 workers to $15 an hour. I definitely didn't expect him to do that. I didn't expect him to do project labor agreements, which, 200,000 union workers get higher wages as a result of that. I didn't expect him to onshore 200,000 jobs.
All right, I mean, I'm noticing a little pattern of, Kyle's thing here with this. I mean, because I've seen this at least once already. And, $15 ain't much more. Yeah, and that, and also, like, oh, I didn't expect him to onshore jobs or add more jobs. It's like, isn't that the expectation of him? Shouldn't that be an expectation of him? It's like, to be like, yeah, you are going to at least do these bare minimal things. I mean, it's like those things he's listing off are just like the bare minimum of like, cool, like, good. I mean, but the thing is, it's like, there's all sorts of other caveats and other, wiggle room and loose ends about that type of shit to where it isn't always, fucking great. And, it's like, it's still not necessarily bad, but it's just neutral. It's just like, it's something that I kind of expect, a president, at least, a Democratic president to be doing. At least that bare minimal. Which, luckily, I mean, he's done, but that isn't exactly a fucking, winning selling point to me at all. Especially considering a lot of the other things he's done to stab workers in the back, despite this shit. So, as far as I'm concerned, fuck him. Like, just because, he has a little couple crumbs here and there over shit like this doesn't mean that the big stabs in the back to workers and, to the unions and everything else besides, doesn't, like, fucking sting. Because guess what? We remember that shit. Because I sure do, and I ain't gonna fucking forget that shit, nor ain't it gonna be fucking forgivable. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that shit is unforgivable. Unless, like, he basically does the exact polar opposite, when it comes to future union decisions and stuff, then, like, he's gonna have to do that a few times. Which he hasn't. Nor do I expect him to do that. Higher standards are needed. Exactly. That's why, this type of shit, I'm just like, eh. It's like, this is just something I would expect a Democratic president, a corrupt one or not, to at least be doing. Like, I mean, it just, at least, like, these are the breadcrumbs I expect the DNC to be fucking giving. It's, some stuff like this, to at least kind of give a veneer that they're doing some shit.
When Trump had offshored hundreds of thousands of jobs, I didn't expect him to do even the mild gun reform that he did, where we have, like, some funding for red flag laws, and we got rid of the boyfriend loophole. So if you have, like, a domestic abuser boyfriend, that you can legally take their guns now if they're a threat.
Like, again, this is another basic standard I would imagine Democrats would at least do.
Expect, Ketanji Brown Jackson, I think, is a great Supreme Court justice. She was put on the court. We have the NLRB is genuinely pro-labor. We wouldn't have seen this increase in Amazon unionization and Star.
I mean, this part is at least true. Like, the NLRB has at least been strengthened. Like, this is like, out of all the things Kyle's listed, this is like the one thing that at least is somewhat worth a fuck. Because a lot of the reasons why we see a lot of these unions efforts right now, not just with Amazon, etc., but also with, like, these other unions on strike shit, like SAG-AFTRA, WGA, potentially UPS here next couple weeks. The reason why is because the NLRB. So that I will grant that. Like, the entire Gish Scout list of what Kyle's talking about, and it's basically NLRB that I do at least will give credence to.
Unionization. If it wasn't for that, he pulled out of Afghanistan, which I thought was super based, and then he actually told the media to suck his nut.
Well, Kyle, he just continued Trump's plan. He didn't really do anything specifically different about that. He just continued Trump's thing. I don't exactly give him the purest credit over that.
He hit in the polls as a result of it, because they hit him so fucking hard on that, and he went down in the polls, but he pulled out and said, no, I'm not going to go back in. $15 corporate minimum wage, billions of dollars for Made in America green jobs, which was part of the IRA, the PACT Act, which gave health care to toxic burn pit victims who are veterans, massively reducing the drone war.
Which, that was because of fucking Jon Stewart. Because he made some speeches and raised fucking hell over it. This is another pattern. A lot of things that have been passed is because of other people. Or because of other efforts to push that shit. Like, I mean, with that PACT Act thing. Like he was just mentioning. Like, that type of shit right there. Like, that type of stuff is, like, shit that predominantly is something that would be broadly beneficial, for burn victims or, like, and stuff like that. But the main thing that got that shit up and got that shit pushed through was Jon Stewart and his fucking voice. Because he deadass raised a lot of hell to make sure that that shit got passed. Fem has right on. Man, this fucking weed is just like harsh. Depending on this kind of food you could be eating, my mom. I'm down to the fucking why here. You know what I've had today? Chili sauce and black beans on toast with Parmesan cheese and sriracha. Followed just by chili sauce with black beans and Parmesan with sriracha. I mean, it does sound good, but to have that as just basically nothing else but just that is just, ugh. That would get tiring and really annoying. Someone sent me some Charlie's bread rolls and muscle milk. Well, Charlie's bread rolls, huh? Those sound pretty good. I have sweet Hawaiian rolls at my work. And muscle milk, I do have muscle milks. Full pantry effectively empty for you. Well, that's the... It should just find something and, like, create something. Create a food. Oh my god. Would you eat a Trump burger? What in the cousin fucker is going on here? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, dude.
We need to stop doing this.
Come with me for lunch.
Oh my god, you can't be serious. This is an actual business? Oh my god.
Legendary.
Oh my god.
Did, and I was immediately really funny. Trump stuff.
Wait. We gotta look at that shirt. Hold on.
Act really.
Biden, the quicker fucker upper. Okay, you know what? I kind of like that shirt.
Trump stuff everywhere. The whole menu is centered around Trump. It's
oh
really
my god, bro.
And, I mean, look,
oh my god, they actually brand Trump on the fucking burger. Are you serious? Oh my god. They are evolving, dude. Oh my god, they're evolving to know how to make food, dude. Oh no.
you got the Trump name on the bun, branded. This is a giant burger. It's 2 8-ounce patties and 4 slices of cheese. Wow.
So this is in Bellevue, Texas, by the way. So
Why am I not surprised it's in Texas? And I've never been to Bellevue, but I know about it.
shout out to Texas. But I'm sorry, what
Again.
cousin fucker is going on here? I mean, no hate to this guy. Like, he seems to be having a good time here. You know, bless him. But did someone dedicate an entire ass restaurant to a politician?
Yes.
This doesn't appear to be owned or even endorsed by Trump. This is just like one of his fans just started this restaurant. And they're using his name and likeness to sell burgers,
Which could technically Trump sue, like, over this for using his name? Because he actually does, like, have his name as, like, a full brand and shit.
a legal issue, but I don't know. But I'm sorry,
I mean, I think Trump's, like, in too much legal trouble for him to even give a fuck about this.
stop worshiping politicians to the point where we put their name on the bun of our burger.
I mean, look at this. You got the Trump name on the bun.
Oh, I love him so much, I just want him in my mouth.
Gay.
Oh, Trump, just get in my guts right now.
Oh, God. Oh, Daddy Trump just pierced me with your big, meaty burger. With the buns in my mouth. Oh, God, okay, I gotta shut up. Fuck. God damn it, Ray. Why'd you do that?
For whoever you want. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is some culty shit.
We drove about 3.5 hours to come out here.
Oh, my God, that is pathetic. You spent more money to go there with gas money than to probably buy food there.
As a society, need to get away from doing this. And this isn't even about Trump. Like, I don't want to see this with any political leaders. I don't want to wake up one day and see Putin's poutine, Modi's mochi,
Modi's mochi.
KFC. Come on, I don't want to see
AOC, KFC.
Here's why I'm so against this. When we worship politicians, we are much less likely to hold them accountable. And they need to be held accountable.
Well, no shit. Obviously. I mean, you know, for a quick little short, I mean, you know, sweet to the point, good take. Because Jesus Christ, I mean, that and also those people are, yeah, culty shit, insane. That's just absurd. I just 3 hours over here that spent like $40 in gas money with my gigantic fat fuck you F550 fucking Ford, I tell you what. Imagine being a kid getting dragged there. Kids, we need to drive 3 hours to go somewhere great. Six Flags? No, Trump Burger. Aww. At least I'll be hungry when we get there, but... Oh my God, dude. Wow. I mean, it ain't the first time that, like, this hyper worship of Trump and shit has been happening, obviously, but my God, I did not think it would be evolving to the point that there's a full fucking restaurant to it. How much you want to bet that was, like, due to, like, a fraudulent PP loan scam that fucking weirdo did? and use that money to start up that business. How much you want to fucking bet, bro? Because so many of these right-wing fucks, you know, got handouts with the PPP loans and took advantage of that and just did so fraudulently and shit. Like, I would not be surprised. If you did that, there would be no corner of existence you'd be able to escape to Venom. Yeah. I will literally John Wick you, like, to the bowels of hell itself. Like, I mean, I would. A little time check here. Okay. Get the bowl loaded up here. It probably does not know about the back rooms. I'm aware about the back rooms. Honestly, I just find the meme annoying. Ignore creepy lower. I'm aware of it. I just am not creeped out by the back rooms personally, and if anything, just... I mean, it's to me, I feel like it's just like a creepypasta, basically, right? Like, it's gone on to the point where it's just everywhere. It's like the back rooms are pretty much just like the main rooms now. And I'll kill you then himself so he can go to hell and kill you again. Yep, basically. Preying on people. So you're going to take people and use them like a prayer mat. You're just going to find people in the back rooms, you know, kneel them down and force them on the ground and then just like use them as a prayer mat. Okay. Anyway, gonna head off to work and all that fun shit, all that good stuff. So, I'll be back a little bit later, as you know, the usual shit. So, peace out for now, and I'll be back then. So, toodaloo, buckadoos. I should be a kangaroo. I don't know.